For me, I look at Nigerians with nothing but admiration. Here today, we are not talking about the bad stuff about Nigeria, and this is what the media on the West, in the West, tries to push so much, like Nigerians are scammers and whatever. But there are other people who are moving mountains with the limited resources they have, but they are doing amazing. Their excellence is on another level. Nigeria is on a level that most African countries will wish to be. I don't know where it comes from, but Nigerians need to share the secret.
I'm not surprised that this Kenyan lady is like, how do people do it? Is it in your water? Is it in your food? Is it in the air that people breathe? Nigerians are some of the most hardworking people. And as God will have it now, we are not even having to defend ourselves. Foreigners are the ones coming to our defense. This, whenever something positive comes up about Nigerians, you see them come and say, yes, they are excelling in scamming. Yes, they are excelling in kidnapping. You guys need to move on already. You don't cast. You don't cast. They know. Some of them in South Africa, some of them in Ghana, and all those places, they know. They just like to blame Nigeria for their misfortunes because it makes them feel better about themselves. US has the highest number of serial killers. Does it mean that the population are serial killers? Does it mean that everybody in the UK owns a knife or carries a knife around to stab people, even though the UK has the highest number of stabbings in the world? Does it mean that everybody in South Africa commits violent crime, even though South Africa ranks #1 for the country with the highest number of violent crimes on the continent? So why is it that when it comes to Nigeria, all of us are scammers? People are now coming to say, that is not even their story at all. Do you know they are like this? Do you know that they are the most this? Do you know that they are the most educated in this country? Do you know that majority of doctors and nurses in this country are from that Nigeria you're talking about?
Hey, my lovelies, welcome back to my channel.
Excellence in the Nigerians needs to be studied. And I know I'm one person who has been on these internet streets campaigning seriously for Nigeria and Nigerians as a people. But the excellence they strive to achieve in whatever it is they do needs to be studied. There is no industry in this God-green earth that there is no Nigerian that is flying on the highest level. Choose one. Show me one field where there's no Nigerian that is doing amazing. When you look at the medical industry, Nigerians. When you look at academia, Nigerians. When you look at authors and people who are writing amazing literature, Nigerians. When you look at fashion, Nigerians. When you look at content creation here on these internet streets that are from Africa, that have millions and millions of views, Nigerians. When you look at musicians, I was in Spain, Burna Boy is playing. I was in Greece, Burna Boy is playing. I was in Turkey, Spain, Belgium. Let me tell you guys, I don't know if it's something in the water or in the food or in the evil forest, but Nigerians need to share the secret with the rest of Africa because we need to move as a team. Because these people, their excellence is on another level. The people that I am obsessed with, like the people like I find inspiration from on this in the content creation industry, for example here on the internet, like my auntie Fumi, Nigerian. The Jackie Ainas, Nigerian. People who are doing something that is on another level, like their work ethics, their hard work, they are resilient, and their consistency is something else. I do not understand what it is about Nigerians that makes them so great at whatever it is they do. Makeup artists here on the internet that are doing amazing in their creativity in terms of makeup. Nigerians. When you look at innovation, like the beauty product Tropicals, it's owned by a Nigerian babe. When you look at real estate in America and other countries, the people, like black people who are doing great in those industries, Nigerians. There's this babe that I follow, I don't know her name, but she's in the luxury real estate. She's Nigerian. Do you know how inspirational that is for me as a Kenyan woman? Seeing my fellow black people or black women. For me, I look at Nigerians with nothing but admiration. I really want to visit Nigeria and tap in whatever it is they do, because that level of excellence needs to be studied. And I know maybe if I visit, I'm gonna get like a different experience, which is fine, but I want to see Nigeria at its core and Nigerians at their basic place, and still get the inspiration that it doesn't matter where you come from, you can be anything you want. And I know every time I talk about Nigerians, other people from other African countries, they always feel like, oh, so does it mean you don't love your country, or your country is not doing great? No, that's not the issue. You can celebrate somebody or give a compliment to someone without necessarily feeling inadequate. Just because you're giving somebody their flowers doesn't mean you're not good enough. And we need to start appreciating Nigeria for putting us on the map, because in most places you go, especially in this side of the world, you're asked, are you a Nigerian? Before they even ask you where you're from. Nigeria is on a level that most African countries will wish to be. And I know there's the 1% and the 1% that also commit crimes, but still, for me, I do not understand this level of ambition and excellence. I don't know where it comes from. Is it your parents? Is it your upbringing? Is it your school system? Because I really want to tap into that. Is it the evil forest because I want to go there and stay there with the ancestors and talk to them? Maybe they, ginger me a little. Because for me, I am obsessed with this level of excellence. I don't know where it comes from, but Nigerians need to share the secret. Guys, we are a team. Please share the secret with the rest of us in Africa. And if you guys are moving to this level you're moving, inspire the rest of us and give us the secret so that we move as a group. Nigerians are a beast. Oh my goodness.
Of course, some people still had something negative to say. I would have this thing, but if only whenever people are trying to say the positives, let them have it. The very, very few spaces that are trying to talk about the positives, let them have it. There are enough channels that are dedicated to the negativity. There are Nigerians in other countries embarrassing themselves and their lineages and their generations for food, talking down on their country and their people. There are enough of those channels. So when you find these very, very few channels that are dedicated to talking about the positives, let them have it. Talking about the positives of the country, talking about the positives of the people, does not mean that negatives are not true. Yes, the negatives are true, but are the positives not true as well? Exactly. So one does not invalidate the other. Especially when we're talking about Nigerians as a people. Let them have it, because we truly are an incredible species. Nigerians are the most just incredible people I've ever seen. And that's why I'm not surprised that this Kenyan lady is like, how do people do it? Is it in your water? Is it in your food? Is it in the air that people breathe? How? Why? And I'm not surprised that she's wondering, because even me as a Nigerian, it amazes me the strength of our people. Even I as a Nigerian, I look at my fellow Nigerians and I'm like, how do we do it? How are we so resilient as a people? How are we so, like, that's our take no prisoners attitude. It amazes me. A Nigerian will go to a country where he cannot speak the language and come out top of the class. Like, Nigerians are incredible. Honestly, this lady is literally saying every country I have been to, and she mentioned a whole lot of countries: Belgium, Netherlands, Austria, this, that. Every country I've been to, and I have met Nigerians, they have been overachievers. They've been excellent in the fields that they are working in. Every country I have been to, it's entertainment, whether it's engineering, whether it's science, whether it's tech, whether it's medicine, Nigerians are like, and that's why it's still funny to me when some people still trying to hold on to they are scammers, they are this. Whenever something positive comes up about Nigerians, you see them come and say, yes, they are excelling in scamming. Yes, they are excelling in kidnapping. You guys need to move on already. You don't cast. I know that you guys like to say those things so that you feel better. You feel better about your mediocre lives. You feel better. It makes you feel better about your pathetic bank balance. It makes you feel better that women are not choosing you. High value women are not choosing you. It is not the fault of Nigerians. It is not the fault of Nigerians that high value women are not choosing you. It is not their fault that your bank balance has kwashoko. It is not their fault that that your life is mediocre. That you are an underachiever. It is not their fault. I know that whenever you look at your life and you look at how pathetic it is, it's easier to blame Nigerians. Oh, Nigerians in my country are the reason why my business is not doing well. Nigerians in my country are the reasons why my life is like this. Nigerians in my country are the reason why that girl is not decided not to marry me. Nigerians are not the problem. It's a you problem. It's a you problem. I know that you guys like to fall back on Nigerians. You guys have become so comfortable with taking zero accountability for the nonsense that your own citizens are doing in your countries. You guys be pretending as if your citizens are perfect, as if your own citizens do not commit crimes, do not do wrong. And majority of these countries are like 5 times smaller than Nigeria in population. So of course, it's just normal that everything in Nigeria is more magnified, whether it's good or bad. Crimes are more magnified. The positives too are more magnified because we are many. Nigeria is like 5 or 6 times the size of Ghana, 5 times the size of South Africa. So of course, everything that happens here is more magnified. It is not because we have more criminals or we have more this or anything. No. They were just trying so hard to push that narrative. They are scammers. They are this. Imagine, out of a population of over 230 million people, you have a tiny fraction of the population that have committed some crime somewhere. And somehow, all of us now are now on our laptops pretending to be princes, pretending to be looking for 69-year-old women that we are Nigerian princes. Really? Really? Nigerians are some of the most hardworking people. And as God will have it now, we are not even having to defend ourselves. Foreigners are the ones coming to our defense and saying, no, every Nigerian I have met in all the countries I have been to, they are incredible. Their work ethic is amazing. They are overachievers. They are excellent. They pursue and aim for excellence in all the fields that they pursue. And even those who have been to Nigeria are also saying, see, I have been to Nigeria and everything you see online about these people is a lie. You guys know I put a video online one time. Maybe I'll put it up again. And she's like, they are just trying to turn Nigerians against us Black Americans. It is not true. If you come to the country, you find out that these people are extremely hardworking people. They are friendly people. They mind their business. They are just trying to make something of themselves. And if you come there, you respect yourself, they'll respect you. This lady that I played that video for us is Kenyan. Even like all over the world, people are coming and saying, we are meeting Nigerians and it is not the way people are portraying it to be. You could tell that there was an agenda. They were just trying to make us seem a certain way, which is, again, I always repeat it, is just bizarre. US has the highest number of serial killers. Does it mean that the population has serial killers? Does it mean that everybody in the UK owns a knife or carries a knife around to stab people, even though the UK has the highest number of stabbings in the world? Does it mean that everybody in South Africa commits violent crime, even though South Africa ranks #1 for the country with the highest number of violent crimes on the continent? So why is it that when it comes to Nigeria, all of us must be scammers? Because of the tiny fraction of the population. That is why this video is incredible to me, because I always share these videos with you guys just to remind you as Nigerians. I feel like sometimes we find ourselves in a situation where foreigners are the ones giving us positive press and positive, positive image, even than we Nigerians. Sometimes we Nigerians are even the architects of our own demise in the way we portray ourselves, the way we talk about ourselves, the way we, But you have foreigners who are not even Nigerians now coming to our defense. I'm not saying that it means we shouldn't talk about the government or we shouldn't talk about the issues at hand, but that does not mean that we should be pulling ourselves down. Majority of the times in trying to talk about the government, we pull ourselves down in the process. And don't forget, I always say it, when you pull yourselves down and talk bad about your people as a country, the politicians are not people that pay the price for it. You, the ordinary person, me and you, the ordinary people, are the ones that pay the price. You are the one that will apply for a visa and you might not get it. You are the ones that will travel to a country and people will start to judge you some type of way. You are the one that will apply for a job in a foreign country and they'll be like, oh, he's Nigerian, she's Nigerian. You are the ones, not the ordinary. The politician is not looking for a job. The politician is not having to apply for a residence permit and it will not be granted. It is you and me, the ordinary person. Always remember that when you are when you are in the habit of pulling yourselves down as a people. Always remember that the people paying the price for the negative image you are pushing are not the politicians, are not the people in government. I always say it. Stop pulling yourselves down when even foreigners are seeing the potential, are seeing the incredible spirits of us. Why can't we see it in ourselves? I always say it. Even me as a Nigerian, I am still always amazed that Nigerians are incredible. You know, and now thanks to the internet, people are coming to see that truly they are scammers is not the narrative. That is a tiny, in fact, fraction of their story. The main body of the story is that Nigeria has the highest percentage of black doctors in the United States. 77% of black doctors in the United States are Nigerians or of Nigerian descent. Nigeria has one of the highest, if not the highest, educated ethnicity in the United Kingdom. Nigeria has the highest educated ethnic group in the United States. Nigeria has the highest seats on the board for Africa, for countries in Africa, in Harvard. Yes, Nigerians are making a name for themselves in education, in innovation, tech, cybernetics, entertainment. That is our actual story. That's our actual story. That their scammers is a tiny fraction. Imagine 230 million are scammers because of a few fraction, when the majority are just trying to earn an honest living. I just appreciate the fact that the story is changing, the narrative is changing. People are now coming to say, that is not even their story at all. Do you know they are like this? Do you know that they are the most this? Do you know that they are the most educated in this country? Do you know that majority of doctors and nurses in this country are from that Nigeria you're talking about? Maybe the doctor that even treated you today is Nigerian. Did you know that? Is most likely Nigerian. Now that is what is now coming to light, and thanks to Afrobeat as well, people are now really interested in learning more about us, and in trying to learn more about us, they are finding out the true story of us, which is incredible. Thanks to Afrobeat, thanks to the success of our entertainment industry as well, people are now like, where is this music even coming from? And they are learning things that are not being given to them by BBC, CNN and Fox News. They are learning from the real direct source, and their minds and narrative is changing. Of course, some of people still think that we live on trees, but for the most part, the narrative is changing, and it is incredible to see. You know, even those ones that are always pretending, like, yes, they know. Some of them in South Africa, some of them in Ghana, and all those places, they know. They just like to blame Nigeria for their misfortunes because it makes them feel better about themselves, and that's really pathetic. Anyways, as I always say, for me, I would never not be proud. Whenever somebody asks me, where are you from? And I say I am Nigerian, I am telling you I am from a race of people that are known for excellence. I am from a race of people that would flourish and make opportunities in the most barren of places. I am telling you that I'm from a resilient place. Yes, and you should be too. You should be. Do we have our challenges? Absolutely. Is there a country that doesn't? No. But you can do your own part, okay? And that is in making sure that the positives are also appreciated about your people and your country. Let me also tell you guys that we now have membership. Hey! We now have membership. You can watch the video to welcome the members on my channel. And guys, just a quick recap, the membership is going to be available to those who subscribe to join the membership, and there are so many benefits and perks that await you if you join the membership. Yes guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you guys so much. Bye guys.